Hello again. Once you're ready with your layouts and you want to use the charts, let's say that I'm going to use my layouts that I have here. Let's say that I want to see the yield curve of the investment grade securities. I have saved my layout and it is saved with the chart, but this chart has to be done in this way. You choose bubble here, you have to choose your x-axis, you have to choose your y-axis, and here you have to say without aggregation and to label it by symbol. Once this is done, this is the chart you get, and here you can see that, for example, this stock is not visible, this one is also not visible, and you can just select this field with the mouse, and this way the chart will zoom and you will be able to see this particular stock. After that you just go reset and it gives you the default chart. So every time you change something, it will be shown here. For example, in this particular layout I have all the BBB rated ones. The type is preferred stock fixed rate. The yield to call is higher than 0. All of the stocks are callable, and all of them trade above par. The redeemed ones are excluded, and the years to call are higher than 0. So in this layout I want to further filter, and I want only the qualified ones. Let's say yes, and you can see how the chart immediately changed. And let's say that I want to see all the not qualified ones. So this would be all the not qualified ones that enter the criteria, and this one is not visible. Just by going with the mouse here, it see that it is PSA W, or you can use this here, and here you can see that years to call would be quarter of an year, and the yield to call for PSA W would be 2.6%, something like this. And let's take it from the start. So for example, you want all the ones that have yield to call higher than 5%, current yield higher than 6%, and you want this current yield to be lower than 9%. You just press end. Lower than 0.09%, because you want to get rid of the toxic ones. And now you go to bubble. On the x-axis you want the current yield. Let's see the current yield. On the y-axis you want the yield to call, you want them without aggregation, so you can label them by symbol. And here is how the chart looks. These stocks over here, they all trade way below par, and their yield to call is extremely high because of that. And they kind of mess the chart, and you want to get rid of them. The easiest way for you to do that is to just go here and select the ones that you're interested in. Here we go. Those ones have yield to call in the range of 6% to 6.50%, and their yield to call is between 0 and 10%. So you just reset zoom, and if you're interested in the ones that have higher current yield, you can just go here and select this area, and it will show you the ones here. A further selection, and you see the ones that you're interested in. If, for example, you want to see what is the average nominal yield for a certain sector, you can do the following thing. Go to default layout. This is my default layout that I use, and here you can go. We need a column. We want to have the stock sector, and we want to have the nominal yield, and the aggregation should be the average. So this will give you the average nominal yield for all the sectors that we have in the database. And if you want to export the chart, for example, you can just press here and say download. And here you can see the chart. If, for example, you want to see some specific sectors, you can again zoom, and it will show you the ones that are not seen. And looking at this chart, you can see that the average nominal yield, for example, for the rate residential sector is 7.30%. For the retail rate, it's 6.4%, and so on and so on. So this is another way to use the database. The zooming is a really important feature that you want to use. And that's pretty much about it for the charting.